Hello! Are you stuck at home and bored because of quarantine or other reasons? If your answer is yes, then keep watching this video. I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of different fun things you can do at home in literally every possible category you can think of. There is 50 things, so if you don't find one thing off this list, then you're probably not a fun person. I hate to break it to you. I'm just kidding, but yeah, there's going to be 50 things. It'll be a long, wild ride, so let's get into it. I have my everyday get ready routine, and then I have my full out get ready routine. You know, the hair, the makeup, the outfit that I only do for special occasions. But sometimes it's fun to just get all made up with nowhere to go. I also love having days where I do nothing but focus on myself. This can mean things like cleaning my room, meditating, or journaling. I love challenging myself to wake up early enough to watch the sunrise and sunset in one day, or you could simply just go for a walk. Here are a few photos I took on my walk. It's springtime, so there's lots of flowers out, which I love. I got a bullet journal for this past Christmas, and it might have been the best purchase I've ever made in my life. Well, it was a gift, but you know what I mean. I am an organizational freak, and it keeps me so sane. I can't imagine what my life was like without it. You can clearly tell from this video that I do not work out, but when you're stuck at home and have nothing better to do, why not? I honestly have no idea the last time I took a bubble bath, but if I had a ton of free time, this would definitely be one of the first things on my list. Indoor photo shoot! I'm a little embarrassed to admit that one of the things I was most sad about having to stay indoors is not being able to do any photography, but with a fairly simple background and some Photoshop skills, any place is a great photo shoot backdrop. I'm not a big scrapbooker, but I do love to put little photos in my bullet journal each month. I forgot to do February, but we're just gonna ignore that, and yeah, I think it's so cute! I am not an artist, but I love coloring. Whether it's doodling in class, filling out a coloring book, or just doing weird lines, whatever this is, I think it is so fun and so relaxing, and it's not too hard for a simple drawing to look really cute. One of my roommates makes really cute homemade cards for every occasion, and even if there's no holidays or special occasions coming up, you could make one for the future and save it to send out at a later date. Coffee filter art. I don't have a coffee filter, so I'm going to attempt to recreate this with paper, but basically you grab a coffee filter, color all over it, and then you run it through water, just sprinkle some water on it, and mine did not work with paper, but if it had worked and you had a coffee filter, it would look like this, or this, or maybe this, or this. If you don't like making friendship bracelets, then you don't have a soul, because this is one of the most fun and wholesome activities ever. You cannot argue with me. Okay, this one honestly got me so excited. It's throw it back to some good old games. Right now I'm playing Pop Tropica. In a second you'll see I'm gonna play the Sweet Life on Deck games. Honestly, after I finish this video, I think I'm gonna go play a ton of childhood games. Okay, here's some rapid fire games. We've got board games, we've got puzzles, we've got Guess Who, but replace the pictures with photos of your friends. What? You're honestly never too old for scavenger hunts, but if you have younger siblings, they might enjoy it a bit more. But it's always fun to make little clues, hide stuff around your house, and maybe have a prize at the end. You could also make up your own game. I apparently did this a lot as a child, and my parents hated it because I would just make up the rules as I went. But hey, like I used to say, my game, my rules. Make your own version of Chopped. I honestly love this idea. Have someone randomly pick a weird ingredient, grab a partner, and you each make your own dish with that ingredient and see who makes the better meal. Make your own recipe. This might be easiest with desserts because if you just put a bunch of sugary goodness together, of course it'll taste good. But if you're adventurous and skilled, you could try a main meal. Have an international meal week where every night you make a different food from a different country. This could be really fun and get you out of your comfort zone. I'm ashamed to admit that I have been learning lots of TikTok dances. I am not the best, but this is honestly what I've been doing in my free time. Okay, please stop. This is too embarrassing. Yep, okay, thank you. Now is the perfect time to learn that new skill you've always wanted to learn, and it could be anything, literally anything. Playing an instrument, learning to skateboard, origami, you name it, there's a YouTube tutorial on it for sure. From makeup to cooking to crafts, there are a lot of really cool tutorials and DIYs there that I've always wanted to try. Because of this quarantine, a lot of companies are offering some really cool things. Hallmark is doing a Christmas movie marathon, the YMCA is offering free online classes. You could also learn some dumb party tricks. Trust me, TikTok is full of them, which I know by how much time I have wasted on that app. Now you can take all these new skills you've learned and show them off to your family because, let's face it, they're probably the only people you've been talking to in the past week because you're quarantined with them. I tried to do a TikTok dance for my mom, failed miserably. It was embarrassing. Let me guess, you're watching this video because you have absolutely nothing to do. But in reality, you probably have homework or freelance work or work, so you could just do it. I am currently rereading the entire Harry Potter series, and it's honestly a great time. I would definitely recommend reading a good book. Redecorating! I honestly love redecorating my room, but because everyone's on self-quarantine and a lot of stores are kind of closed, I mostly just did some rearranging. There could not be a more perfect time to do a big closet clean out. I'm home at my parents' home in Houston right now, which is why my closet looks so sparse. But I did this at my college apartment a few weeks ago, and it's honestly so satisfying. I find yearly goals to be kind of daunting, so I like to map out my goals in quarters. This helps me kind of set realistic goals that I can actually achieve within the next 3 months. I've recently started making a monthly budget and writing out everything I spend each day, which can seem kind of excessive, but has honestly helped so much in my spending habits. Now is the perfect time to get organized. You could organize your backpack, your room. I'm organizing my pantry, and kind of going along with this is picking one thing to declutter. It can be a drawer, a desk, anything where you feel like you have a ton of stuff that is unnecessary. Okay, you're gonna have to hear me out on this one, but I love magic erasering things. It is so satisfying. This sounds like an ad, but it gets rid of literally every mark on a wall, and I'm addicted in a weird way. Okay, maybe it's just me, but I hate the little numbers by my inbox that tell me how many unread emails I have, so it was very satisfying for me to go through and clean them all out. I don't know if this one should be in the productive category, to be honest, but now is the best time to go online shopping, especially because you can't go real shopping. You can't tell me you haven't been craving to watch all of the Harry Potter movies in order in one day. Wait, is that even possible? How long are they? Build an epic blanket fort. This doesn't have to be your average kitty blanket fort. No, this could span your entire house to your parents' annoyance. Go camping in your backyard. I don't have a tent, so I can't do this, but you definitely can. These are starting to sound more and more like commercials. I don't know if this one is really fun or just kind of sad, but you could make a bucket list for when you are actually able to go outside. I titled mine my Apocalypse because this is basically our generation's apocalypse, and I stole the name from the show No Tomorrow, which I would also recommend checking out. You could have a good old-fashioned no electronics, no electricity, no nothing of the modern world kind of day, play some cards, board games. You could do a lot of other activities like journaling, but the challenge is to stay off your phone and any other electronics. You could listen to a podcast. You could do this, whatever this is, or you could do this while listening to a podcast. I'm definitely running low on ideas, oh gosh. I think it's time for a new category. Although FaceTime could never replace hanging out with someone in real life, now is the perfect time to call your friends and catch up, especially the ones you haven't talked to in a while. And don't forget to hang with your furry friends. They're just as important as your real life human friends, maybe even more important. They're probably a lot cuter than your human friends. If you have roommates or are still living with your parents, then you could have a little picnic, either in your backyard if you have one, or even inside. You could also throw a little mini party with just the people living in your house. It could be for literally no reason. You could have a fun theme to it or just a cute little message for your signagery. I like to do this when I want to have a celebration, but have literally no cause. And that is all of my 50 things. Definitely let me know in the comments below if there's anything else you guys are doing to keep sane and have fun. I know there's so many random fun things, and who knows how long we will be stuck at home. So I'm definitely looking for more things to do. All right, I will see you guys next week. Bye.